Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and most of all for being loyal to me during all these times that I keep disappearing. To give you guys some background, I'm sure you guys all know for the most part that I work with my dad, and he owns restaurants, so I help with social media and marketing. And because it's my dad's company, recently with our crazy expansion, I have been doing a lot more than I normally do, which is help open the new stores by helping with the training programs and such. So because our expansion is all over the US, I've been traveling like crazy for work, and I got extremely sick in September. Between doing makeup for weddings and my full-time job and YouTube, I just couldn't keep up and my immune system just lost it. And on a flight back from one of the openings, I just got so sick. And basically even today, I'm not 100% still. It's been a month now. And I got some version of the flu. I went to 2 different doctors, couldn't figure out what it was. Took so many medicines for the first 2 weeks, which were the only 2 weeks that I was not traveling. And I thought I'd be able to film so many videos during that time is when I was the most sick and I couldn't do anything. After that, it was just like a cough and, you know, headaches and stuff like that, but I was still able to get by and do basic things. And I still had to travel for so many other things. I had to, you know, still keep to those decisions that I had, you know, promised people and do what I was supposed to do. But I'm still not 100%, but I had to come back and film. I haven't done anything in so long that I was really missing you guys. So today I'm going to do the Jaclyn Hill Ride or Die tag, and it's basically, I'm going to be doing a mini tutorial by using the products that I love, that are my go-tos no matter what, and I'm going to show you guys basically what I love and how I wear it. So I'm going to talk to you guys about each product and put it on. I'm going to try not to be so wordy, and let's just see how this goes. I'm going to start with some pre-makeup products. The first thing that I'm obsessed with is my Bioderma CBM H2O Non-Rinse Cleanser. This is a micellar solution, and I use this to take off my makeup every single day, and it is my absolute favorite. I've been using this for like 5 years, or if not more. Next, before I put on anything, I always put on my primer. This is by MAC SPF 50. The formula has been changed, but I still had been getting it from India, you know, while this formula was, you know, not available in the US. But I believe MAC is relaunching this original formula that people loved again in December. I believe. I just hope that's actually the truth and not just like, you know, internet gossip. So obviously I do have a normal cleanser as well, but I'm only showing you guys my ride or die products. So they're obviously things that I use that I love, that are great, but if they were discontinued, I wouldn't just shrivel up and die. But the Bioderma, I would. So next I'm going to go ahead and put on my eyeliner. This is always how I do my makeup. This is the M10 pencil from Makeup Forever that launched about 5-6 months ago, I would say. And I just love how dark this is. It's so creamy and it really stays on. For all of those of you who loved top liner with a pencil, you guys would love this too because it really doesn't budge. So once that is on, I continue on to my eyes, but since I have dark inner corners of my eyes, I like to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in Warm Honey. This is a color that I absolutely love, and I think it universally flatters so many skin tones. I put that just in the inner corners, and I use my Beauty Blender, which is my next Ride or Die product. I absolutely love the Beauty Blender and think it is worth every single penny. People always wonder, like, you know, it's so expensive, it's just a sponge, but it really is just the best sponge. And the black version, for some reason, is way better than the others, and I have no clue or like as to why, because to me I thought it was just the color, but the product to me is different. Then I'm going to move on to my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I've been using this for probably about 10 years, and it is my absolute favorite eye primer. Next, I'm going to move on to the palette that has just completely stolen my heart, and it's my absolute favorite right now. It is the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. More than just right now, this palette really has everything that you would ever want. It is absolutely stunning, and I've shown this to you guys before. So for my crease, I like to mix these two as my first transitionary color before I'm creating, you know, a definitive shape of any kind. And this eye look, you guys, is my go-to because we're talking about our Ride or Die products. So I'm creating things that I wear in everyday life. My everyday life, I don't really wear fancy makeup, and I don't wear a lot of it just because I work from home, and if I'm not at home, I'm on an airplane traveling somewhere, and I just don't have that kind of time anymore that I used to have last year and, you know, the year before. Next, I'm gonna mix in red ochre, which looks crazy and it looks so red, but it is beautiful on. And I'm gonna place that just on the outside, just to give a little bit of color. And I've been using this on all of my brides, and I've just been obsessed. And then after that, I'm gonna go in with a flatter brush that will give me a little bit more control right here. And I'm gonna go into antique, what is it called? Antique bronze right here, and I'm gonna use this color right here and the dark brown. And then I'm gonna go in with that Cypress Umber, the really dark brown, and add that right into this corner, just like so. And then we'll come back and add some more in a second. I'm gonna go back into that antique bronze color with a flat shadow brush like this, which this is a Ride or Die product too. This is by Sigma. It's the wide shader E59. What I love about this is that I never in a million years thought that a synthetic brush would be my go-to for my eyes. And it really is. It applies eyeshadow like such a pro. It's so easy and it doesn't bother your eyes because nothing pokes out like natural bristle brushes. Picks up just the right amount of product too. Primavera right here. And I'm going to pop that right in the center. And if you notice the way that I'm holding my brush, I'm holding it this way to help pull on the eyelids. So just in the center of the eye, where your eyeballs would be if they were looking straight ahead. And then if you want to amp it up a little bit, I would go in with a little brush like this, pick up that dark brown again, and just add it wherever you want to, just to add that depth. And then if I want to add a little bit of a highlight, which normally I don't every day, I would use Tempura right here. Another fluffy brush like this, and I would pop that right up here. Next, this is a discovery that I made thanks to my wonderful makeup artist friend here named Noor. This is the Inglot Eyeliner Gel 77. This is such an industry like prereq, you guys. This is the best waterproof gel eyeliner you'll ever use in your life. It took me forever to learn how to use this, I will be honest, but it's been awesome. I'm using a MAC angled brush, the 266, and I'm going to create a really thin, really simple smoked eyeliner. Smoked and winged. Like so, and then with whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to hold it at an angle and create this shape that I want. And pull it in. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put on my foundation. So what I like to do on days where I'm really not about stressing and I want it to be easy and flawless, I use the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. This was probably one of my first foundation discoveries that has just been amazing. This is in color 65. And I take out about that much. And I go with my Beauty Blender. I really do prefer the way my foundation looks with the Beauty Blender, and I like that it doesn't look so heavy. So I could go in with another layer, but I like my face like this. I'm going to keep it that way. Next, I'm going to go in with that warm honey color that I mentioned before. And normally, if I don't care about highlighting and stuff, which I don't on a normal basis, I would just use this as my concealer. But since I want the finished look to be really pretty, I'm going to go ahead and mix that with the Urban Decay Naked in medium dark. And the warm honey by itself, the reason I love it so much is because the staying power of that formula is amazing, and it's so cheap. It's $3.99 or $4.99, one of those. But I mean, it's still just super affordable, and I love it. But I want to go ahead and get a little bit more of a glow. And whatever's left, I like to put it right here, add a little bit right here, and then I take my brush, which if I can find it, I like to use this right here. This is the MAC 287. And I will just clean up these inside corners that Beauty Blender didn't necessarily get. So then the next trick that I like to use is before I set my makeup, I want to use a couple of other products on my skin that will help make everything look very much more natural, because when you put powder on top and then set it with more powders of other kinds, they don't melt together the same way. Next Ride or Die product is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in the color Dark. This has been around forever, and it is such a good product. So I'm going to use this brush right here, pick out just a little amount, and I use this to color correct instead of using an orange corrector. This is a little trick that I learned, and just being really careful at patting it into the areas that normally you would color correct makes that sort of blend in and not look so gray anymore. And then I use this as my bronzer as well, and I just feel like it looks so natural. It looks like skin. And then I'll just go in and add this to the other areas of my skin that I like to have a little bit more of a contour. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use Lovejoy by NARS, which if you guys have been watching my channel, I discovered this back in college, and it is still one of my favorite blushes. This is just such a pretty blush. Okay, so then next we have the MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Powder. This powder is my favorite. I've been using this for probably about 8 to 10 years now, and it is the one that really helps me with oil control. So I am careful about not over powdering, because I always like how my face looks with a little bit of oil versus looking like super dry. So that is how I do that. And then next, I went ahead and did my eyebrows, because the product that I love for my eyebrows, my Ride or Die, I don't have anymore right now, it's over. And that is the Kevyn Aucoin Dark Brunette Precision Brow Pencil. I discovered this recently, but this is amazing. It's the best color for my eyebrows. This product almost feels like it's non-fail. Like, no matter what you do, you can't mess up your eyebrows, and always leaves in the best shape. So, love this. It is slightly expensive. I wish it wasn't so much though. Next Ride or Die product is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish in Golden. I like the side that is the balm. That's probably my favorite product out of all of them. And I just take it on my finger and carefully place it where I want a little bit of sheen. On normal days, I leave this as is and don't add anything to it. But I've also been obsessed with her pigment, which is right here. So I'm obsessed with that, and this brush is a Ride or Die too. So had to use that and show you what that looks like. What I really appreciate about this highlighter is that it's not like overly done. I just really don't like products like that that look like you're wearing so much makeup, or that require like so much effort. So that's perfect for me. Next, for my lips, my absolute Ride or Die is the Kevyn Aucoin Minimalistic, I think it's called, Minimal lip liner, and it is literally the perfect color for my lips. My lips have really dark brown lining, and I don't like that. So I could sort of remove that with this. And then Verve by MAC, another Ride or Die. It's amazing. I love it. Or even sometimes just do my lower lip and then smudge it onto my top lip. And then the look would never be complete without mascara, so I'm going to curl my lashes and apply my Ride or Die mascara, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This thing is amazing. So I'm going to come back and show you guys the finished look. So this is the finished look. Really simple. It's sort of like my go-to makeup look that I always wear when I don't know what to do. And it's simple and it's effective and it's very much me. Like, I love lips like this. I love, you know, black around my eyes. It's just perfect. So thank you guys so much for watching my Ride or Die tag. If you guys have any questions, post down below and I will be sure to get back to you guys. Thank you. Bye.